people about it, as when they're like, why'd you go from a big engine American muscle car to a Volkswagen, is I compare it to a go-kart. Alrighty guys, Corey here, back with another video. So today I'll be showing you my 2019 GTI SE. Just basically going over it. I realized I haven't made a video on it before, but this is what we got under the hood. We got the engine, air intake, CTS turbo elbow right down there, and then we got the CTS downpipe for right now, as well as coming soon, we are going to be getting rid of that old intercooler. Going to be putting on either an FMIC or just going to be doing an entire intercooler replacement, just to help the car run a little cooler. But one of the things that I went kind of back and forth on is this little engine air intake. I mean, I always liked the full carbon fiber ones, the ones that got like, you got your whole carbon fiber dash right here, carbon fiber right there, and then the whole thing's made out of carbon fiber. Those are pretty cool. But I honestly didn't really want to spend the money, because after research, they don't really add that much power to the vehicle. They make it sound really cool, but they don't really add too much power. And I didn't really like the stock airbox, so I went with the engine. Nice, simple, clean. But on to the interior, we got this high quality plaid seat. Oh yeah, much better than leather. But one of the things that I found that's really funny with this vehicle is that with coming from Volkswagen, the 4 cylinders, you got a speedometer that goes up to 180, and my V8 Mustang only went up to 160. I think Ford's lacking a little bit there. They could have made it at least look a little cooler, make people think, oh, it might hit 180 or 200. You never know. I think that's something they could have done. But steering wheel's pretty nice. I like the flat bottom steering wheels a lot. I ended up putting a carbon fiber one in the Mustang. Might end up doing it in this car, maybe not. I don't know. Something to do later down the road. Got the DSG. Good little daily. It's better than having to shift gears through traffic. That was always such a pain. And that was honestly the only real con that I had with the Mustang, was just the constant shifting through traffic with the times that I have to go to work. So I went ahead and went with an automatic. A lot of people might give me hate for that. It just is what it is, and I couldn't afford having 2 vehicles. You know, I'm 23 years old. Don't have a bajillion dollars in the bank account. Hopefully soon though. But I hope I am going to switch over to some sound clips just so you can hear what it sounds like. It is still stock exhaust back from the downpipe, so you're getting that like little hint of sound, but it's still relatively quiet. Hopefully soon as well, going with a downpipe, I mean not a downpipe, a exhaust, but I still haven't decided which one I want to do. So if you have any ideas, just comment down below. Alrighty guys, I hope you like the sound clips of the exhaust and the intake. The intake honestly never gets old on this car, just hearing the turbo go. Ooh, we're going. But, yeah, I don't know if you could hear that one. But yeah, the intake on this vehicle never gets old. But, oh, one of the things that did forget to mention, while I was just telling you a little bit about what the car has, what I've already done to it, is it does have a coilover system on it. I did put the SoloWorks S1 coilovers. They're pretty good. They ride pretty close to stock. I see a lot of videos out there where people are saying that they are softer than stock or whatnot, but I mean, I wouldn't say they're softer than stock. Definitely, you can definitely feel them a little bit more, but it's just that's the type of ride I prefer, because I feel like I can feel the road a little bit easier, a little bit more. But also the ride has to do with you're putting coilovers, or if you decide to do springs, I mean, you're dropping the vehicle. Bumps whenever you drop a vehicle is not as nice as the stock ride height. But just a little tidbit about this thing driving. Drives great. Have really no complaints on how it handles, honestly. I think it handles a little bit better than my previous car. I'm able to take turns at the speed limit instead of having to slow down. But other than that, it's just a fun little car. The way I'm able to tell people about it, as when they're like, why'd you go from a big engine American muscle car to a Volkswagen, is I compare it to a Go-Kart. I mean, it's small, nimble, quick. I mean, this car will be like fast in a quarter mile by no means ever, unless I put a massive engine in it. But it's just like a little go-kart. I mean, it turns on a dime, and it's just a lot of fun to drive. It's definitely a very fun daily. I'm glad I chose this as the successor to the Mustang, at least for now. Once I get a little bit further ahead in life and get some money, then we'll see what I end up buying then. But stage 2. So definitely, I think the biggest thing when upgrading these cars is the TCU tune. I know I sound like every single person out there on the internet that has gone stage 2, but it's the transmission tune. That DSG transmission tune definitely helps out a lot. It makes the car feel a lot faster than it does. I think the stage 2 ECU tune helps add some horsepower to the car, helps it get up to speed quicker a little bit. But the biggest difference is the TCU tune, just because it holds the gears for longer. I mean, I will say I have been on a racetrack or out in Mexico and floored it a couple times, and it has short shifted a little bit, but it's not like the massive short shifts that you would get on stock when you put it in, you're just trying to drive it manual and you floor it, but it still short shifts you instead of letting you go to the very end of the RPM range. This one lets you go there. I mean, it's only ever short shifted on me like once or twice, so I mean, I can't really complain about that. But yeah, it's definitely been a game changer. The car feels a whole heck of a lot different with it. But whenever you are just driving it in automatic mode, I mean, automatic and eco, there's no difference. It doesn't drive any different. It doesn't sound any different. The shift points are the same as stock. You still get good gas mileage. I mean, hold on, let's see what kind of gas mileage I'm getting right now. Yeah, so I'm stage 2, i.e. high torque tune on 93 octane gas, and with me driving to work and I am driving it in eco mode a lot of the times just to save money. There's no reason to drive it around in sport mode 24/7. I'm getting 31.3 miles per gallon. I mean, tell me if you know of another stage 2 car that's getting 31.3 miles per gallon. I mean, the biggest difference is you see is in sport mode. Obviously, if you switch into sport mode, you're not getting anywhere near 31.3, but just driving it around and still having in eco mode, the jump with stage 2 and the shifting power with stage 2, but your daily driving is at 31 miles per gallon. I mean, personally, I think that's amazing, especially with the way the economy is now. Gas prices getting super high. It's just nice to have a vehicle that gets that good of gas mileage with the upgrades and with the tunes that are on the vehicle currently. Whenever I had the Mustang, I think I was averaging 15 miles per gallon on the high end. I was filling up like once every couple of days driving to work. Now I'm able to go like a week, if not a little longer than a week. So definitely saving money on gas, which is another big reason as to why I went with this vehicle, because it still has a lot of power, but I can save money on gas. Saving money wherever I can, because little inside secret, I am looking to buy a business. I have a few in mind. I am looking at a few, but I'm saving up. I'm saving as much money as I can, so that way I can do that, and I'm not doing big purchases. That way the banks aren't like, oh, you spend a lot of money constantly. Like, yeah, I do, but still give me the loan. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't really spend that much money too often. That's just my little tidbit about this vehicle, how it handles, and how I'm liking it so far. Like I said before, my next two things that I would like to do to this vehicle are an exhaust from the downpipe back. Don't know what brand I want to go with. Don't know how I really want it to sound as right now, so stock's doing me perfectly fine. And an intercooler. Definitely trying to decide if I want to do a front-mounted intercooler or if I just want to completely take out the old one and put in a brand new upgraded one, probably from CTS. I like their products a lot, and if CTS wants to sponsor a video, that would be greatly appreciated. I love your guys' products. But those are the two things to be on the lookout for. I will hopefully be getting them relatively soon. I haven't fully decided when I want to buy one, but we'll see what happens. Wow, that stoplight's in a very bad place. But to end off the video, it's just going to be some clips of me taking off in the GTI on closed roads and in Mexico.